today I'm going to show you a candle that I did on my Facebook page a couple of weeks ago that you guys were really interested in, and how we get the image imaged onto our candle. You can get your candles from the $2 shop. I just bought, this one's the big one and this one's obviously the smaller one. You'll need some stickles or some Kinder Glitz. You'll need some Mento ink, obviously your image for stamping. You'll also need a piece of grease-proof baking paper, some tissue paper, which I picked up at the $2 shop as well, and either your KAISERFusion markers or your Copics work as well. So first thing we need to do is put that aside, sort myself out. Okay, you need to make sure that you've got a piece of white paper underneath the image that we're colouring in, as it will go through. So we're going to stamp the image onto our tissue paper first of all. We'll put the candle to the side as well. I'm using today the flower from the Elegance Stamp Collection by KAISERcraft. So I'm going to ink this up, make sure that there's lots of ink on it. And then I'm going to get my piece of tissue paper and press down on it. Make sure that the total image is onto the tissue paper. Oops, we're stuck. Beautiful. Alright, so that's your first step. Second step is to get your fusions and to start colouring. I'm just going to use a basic layer today because it's easier to show you just how to colour it in and put the image on to the candle. You've got to be careful when you're colouring in because the actual ink spreads. I don't know if you can see it from where you are, but it spreads quite a bit, and you'll find that it will go out the lines if you're too heavy-handed with your fusions or your Copics. So just lightly going to colour in our image, ever so lightly. Green for the leaves. And do this really, really quickly. It's just to obviously show you how to go about it. I'm going to do some B05 on your fusion in the middle, and all I'm going to do is quickly just go around the edge of it. I don't want to be too careful about it. Doesn't really matter in the middle of this one. I'm going to add some Kinder Glitz to the middle of my image there, and then on the outside we're going to go back through and just use our purple just really quickly, this time being a little bit more careful, not trying to get the colour in the lines. And you will notice that it will spread a bit, so you've got to be really, really gentle. You can see the colour coming through onto the back, which is why obviously it's important to have something on the back of your image, because it will go through the tissue paper. Okay, working my way around. Okay, let's plug that in a bit. Beautiful. We're going to do some pink on the outside. I keep getting the wrong ends. Pink on the outside of this one. Again, colouring it in fairly lightly handed. Otherwise you'll get blobs on the outside. You can see I don't know if you can see in this one, but it's starting to sort of go over the edge a bit, but that's okay. So I'm going to put a darker colour on in the middle. I'm going to put my purple back on. Same purple I used on the other flower back into the middle. Using the darker colours I found are better, because once they go into the light background of your candle, they start to sort of fade away a bit. So using dark colours is a better idea. Just right into the centre of that one. And the last one, I think we'll use the blue. I've got a B08 in the Fusion here, which is quite a nice blue. Just move it so you can see. This one's a bit lighter, so you'll be able to see the difference in terms of colour when it goes onto your candle. Okay, so once I've done my image, I need to then get my candle. Okay, and we're basically going to put the image onto the candle. So what we need to do quickly is just to cut around the image, just around the edge, just so you've got enough there to border to just see the image. You don't have to be too exact about it, because once it's melted onto your candle you won't actually see it at all. So once I've done that, I'm going to get my candle and my greaseproof paper and just cut it straight. I've got to put my image onto my candle, so just positioning it whatever way we like. And then I need to wrap my greaseproof paper around my image, holding it at the back, otherwise we're going to end up burning our fingers when we go to do it with the heat gun. So your next thing you need is your heat gun. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to gently warm the image. I don't know if you can see that there. Oh, it's changing. If you melt it too much, it'll melt the candle. Be careful not to, ouch, burn your fingers. But you'll see it changing. Woo! It's alright. Not away from me. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so I've basically melted it on to the candle, and you should be able to take, I've actually melted the wax with this, whoops. It's all good. That's alright. Okay. All done. Okay, so I've actually transferred my image onto the candle. As I said, be careful you don't melt your candle. And you can actually not see any of the tissue paper left because you've melted it all onto the candle. And the next thing I'm just going to do to finish off the decoration is to add some Kinderglitz or some stickles onto my image. And cover up those dots there. It's all good. And let that dry. And there you have it. You've got a candle already as a gift for a teacher, for Christmas, gift for a birthday, anything. And you can stamp a saying on it too. You just need to stamp your saying and then melt it on, as I showed you with your tissue paper as well. So that's all for me today, and hopefully that gives you an idea for Christmas coming up on how to make a cute little gift.